Right, just as suspected, we did not get to the breakfast part of this video. I was too lazy to record it, but I had 7 ounces of top round, 200 grams of triple berry blend, and 54 grams of cheese. Um, that was the same breakfast I had. What was it? The 21st, which would be Friday, I think. So all I did was just copy and paste from Friday to today, which is Sunday, on the app, and it just makes it easier not having to go meal by meal to try and figure out, how much I need to eat, what I need to fill my macros with, because I've already done it the other days and I'm pretty consistently eating what I've already got, which is steak, rice or berries, and cheese. So that just makes it that much easier to track it and not have to, build out a whole menu for today. If I do want to change it to, let's say, I don't know, instead of steak, I want to start eating tuna, which I've thought about and I might end up doing, then I have to change the whole program, right? Because then the cheese that I eat with the tuna that I would be eating wouldn't really taste good together. The reason that I've got this set up is because rice and steak and cheese goes well, and particularly steak and cheese, which is the two components that I eat throughout the day. Those go pretty well paired together. So, and then the carbs, I can just switch it. Like in the morning, I wanted something lighter, so I just have the berries, and then in the afternoon and the evening, I want something a little heavier, something that's going to keep me satiated for longer. So I just do the rice for carbs. Um, but if I end up doing tuna, I was just gonna show you guys, which is like this guy here. This is the chicken of the sea. Just get it at Costco. So for this can, it's got 2 servings, 90 calories per serving, which is 180 calories. So 90 calories for 1 serving, and it's got 18 grams of protein for 1 serving. It's got zero fat. It looks like, yeah, zero fat, zero carbs, 200 milligrams of sodium. But you need salt in order to stay hydrated, especially if you're doing your cardio and you're sweating. So just make sure you drink lots of water. But this is the biggest component would be for protein. So this would be swapped out with the steak. And for this, with fats, I'd probably want to pair this with some mayonnaise. But we'll get to that bridge when we get to that bridge. So in the meantime, and the only reason I thought about switching that is because I was watching a video with Jay Cutler and some of the other bodybuilders, and they talk about when they are cutting down, getting show ready, they tend to have fish or white meat. Steak is definitely not fish or white meat. So the steak is a little harder to process. It takes a little longer to digest. It sits in your system a little longer. And it's not ideal for cutting, but it is a great source of protein. So that's why I've been sticking to it. But I think later down the line, closer to summer, I think we'll probably try the tuna menu. Because I would base my whole program based off of the new protein that I'm introducing, because I would probably stop eating steak. I would probably switch over to tuna. I'd probably still eat steak, just not as much. Maybe more tuna than steak, but I would have to change everything, right? I wouldn't be able to eat as much cheese. And then rice and tuna, maybe, but I would want something a little more sturdy. I'd probably look at some saltine crackers. Those are really good. But that's not until later. So for now, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do 5 ounces of steak. Let's change that. So we're doing these 5 ounces of steak. And I know I'm probably going to be out of steak by the end of today. So I'll probably make some more tomorrow. Probably won't run you guys through the process because you guys already saw. Oh shit, that's too much. You guys already saw what that kind of looks like. So no need to run through that process, but I am running out. So we'll see what tomorrow holds in store for us. And I don't know if you guys can see, but the rice here, it's already done. It's just keeping it warm for me. So gonna warm this bad boy up. It's 5 ounces of steak. Let's heat that up for a minute. We've got about 55 grams of jasmine rice. And then lastly, I was running out of cheese, so I had to go run to the store and get some more cheese, but it's fully stocked up, brand new queso fresco. But we're gonna do 60 grams of cheese. So let's let this bad boy heat up, and then we can start loading it up with the cheese and the rice. Let's see, what else? I think that's really it, to be honest. Let's weigh out the cheese here just because the plate is going to be hot with the steak and the whole evaporation, condensation thing. We've already gone through that, so let's just weigh out how much I've got left. 26 grams. Where is it? Okay, this is a lid for that. So I want to do 60 grams. Let's see. So we need another, I don't know, some few more grams of cheese to get to the 64. So let's cut out, that should be about 4 ounces. Look at that, 59.9. You kidding me? Come on. Turning into a pro with this measuring stuff. But, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you do it every freaking day, right? So I've been cutting for about 8 months now. So, I mean, I recently started eating cheese, started eating cheese in the last, I don't know, 3 months. Before that, I was not really eating fats. I was just trying to eat protein and carbs. But I mean, I was still entering, the learning phase of trying to figure out what the hell macros even were, right? Like, at first I didn't even think carbs were needed, and then I started to realize that, oh shit, I kind of do need carbs. So I started with protein, and then I started to include carbs, and then I started to include fats into the diet, and figuring out which fats are the best with calories, being that I am in a caloric deficit. So it's all these like little nuances, all these little details that you don't think you're gonna need, or that you don't even know about at the beginning of whatever you're deciding to do, whether you're bulking or cutting. But just trying to get a grip on your diet, you don't know. So slowly but surely we figured it out, and even now I'm still not 100% sure of what my bulking is going to look like. I don't even know how I'm going to ease into that. But we've got a few months till we get to that point. But in the meantime, let's enjoy this delicious meal. We've got, what do we got? We got 5 ounces of steak, 55 grams of rice, 55 grams of dry rice. It is now cooked, and 60 grams of queso fresco. So, pretty delicious. Looking forward to it. See you guys later. Okay, final meal. We made it. So for today, we've got, let's see, for dinner, oh no, ads. For dinner, we've got 5 ounces of steak, top round, 60 grams of cheese, and 57 grams of rice. Did everybody a favor, put the rice in ahead of time. We all know how much we hate waiting. And let's get our 5 ounces going. Now that the rice is ready, I should have probably also have done this, but here we are. Let's see, 2.5, 3, 4.3. Give me a good one. 5.9. Maybe get a little baby piece in there. 5.4. That should be good. They've been soaking in juices all day. Alright, so let's heat this bad boy up. Put the little anti-explosion bowl up in there. Let's see, so I bumped up, well, I didn't bump up, I added some more rice for tonight. It was supposed to be 55 grams. I added another 5 grams just because I was a little under on carbs. I was at about 9, yeah, I think I was at about 90 grams of carbs. So the extra 5 carbs, or the 5 grams that I added, gave me an extra 3 grams of carbs. So now I'm at 111 out of 112, and I think I was at like 90 grams of carbs. And then I was at about 56. I was at about 56 overall grams of fat for the day, and I bumped the cheese up to 60. I was supposed to have 55 grams of cheese and 55 grams of rice, but I bumped up the cheese to 60 grams and I bumped up the rice an extra 3 grams to 57. So that totals us out to, what is it? 138 of protein, which is a little higher than I wanted, but shouldn't be terrible. 111 of carbs and 58, almost 59 grams of fat, for a total of 1554 calories for the day, which is not bad, being that I'm already at, according to my calorie counter, I'm already at 2,148 calories. So going over 50 calories is not terrible. Makes up for the kind of breaking even, if you think about it, because last night I went over 100 calories, right? So I had 1,600 calories, and I think I went to bed, let's see, this will tell me. I went to bed with having burned 1,982 calories. So I was off by, what is that? 12, 18 calories, right? So I was a little under there, and I had 100 calories over. So today I'm already 148 calories over. So the 100, or the 20 from math, not my strong suit. Anyways, think I'm breaking even. So you guys can do the math. What am I doing? Let's see. So let's change this. 60. That gives me, see, this is cooling down quick because there's a lot of liquid. There's a lot of juice on here. So let's tare it. The grams. Okay, that's 5. That's about 5 grams, right? Yeah. That's about 5 grams. Let's see. Let's see how good my cheese cutting skills have gotten. 56. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. See, but you have to tear it because this thing keeps going. I don't think you guys can see it from there, but the juice on the meat keeps evaporating, which means that it's making the weight lighter. So look, it's already at -7 since I last teared it. Teared it? Tore it? How do you say it? I don't know how you say that. It's -8, -9. So this is cooling down quick and it's taking off a lot of weight. So let's do that. So it's at 58. So we need about 2 more grams. That's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to measure out, but I'm going to try and do it anyways. Let's see if we can pull that off. Son of a... 64, 60. Boom. Boom. Call it. Alright. So that's cheese. And now the rice. The final component. So this is what? 57. I don't think you guys can see it. It's about 57 grams of rice right there. So nothing crazy. Let's see. Yeah, I was feeling a little more hungry than usual today. So that's why I wanted to add more and see if I could add just the tiniest amount of grammage into the rice and the fats, because I know if I add more protein, it's going to be it'll just throw off the whole thing, because that steak has fat in it. So I'd rather just add more carbs and fat to the diet. Well, I guess the fat is pretty consistent. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go for when I start bulking. I don't know if I'm gonna have to increase the fats, because I'm definitely gonna have to increase the calories, which means that I can increase the protein and definitely the carbs. But as far as fats go, I don't know if I want to be eating more fats. I don't know. I think I need a little bit more research on that. But anyways, for tonight, this is what dinner looks like. So I think we're good to go. All right. See you guys tomorrow.